good evening from New Orleans, Louisiana. Just got here like 5 minutes ago. There's so much to the city. It kind of reminds me a little bit of New York, in like all the best ways possible. It's really, really sick. Just everything from like the shops to they have lots of parking too, which is really nice. So I didn't have to look around that long for parking. It's just beautiful. And the traffic, the one thing I will say is when you're driving the roads, there's a lot of really messed up parts on the roads. So it's like you have to drive at like 10, 15, 20 miles an hour kind of getting down here. But it's really beautiful. It makes me feel like I'm back in Florida because there's just lots of people everywhere, because I feel like I'm back home and just people everywhere just walking around and, you know, beautiful weather. I think we'll go down this street in a bit because it's really peaceful. But for now, we're gonna go down this way. Stick a little cafe right there. So seafood restaurant. So a gift shop over here. Hey, how you doing today? We got some crystals. You know what I'm saying? I love the crystals. I got one on my car keys. Got some bracelets. And I have this exact one on my car keys. Got energy crystals. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty sick. Might come back here later and get something for like my little sisters. It's pretty sick. But I really just want to like actually explore the streets and just like actually get to experience the city and the culture, not just like these little, because there's shops everywhere in Florida and it's not really the, you know. But like I love when you get to see old buildings like this. It's really cool. It almost feels like I'm going back in time. And you got steps up here. Unless there's anything up here. Oh, let me not let me not step on fishies. But looks like they're doing like a lot of construction and stuff up here. And I might be able to get a view of the city from over here. There's a little ship over there in the distance. So that's kind of how you know you're in New Orleans. There's like a ship in the background, which is really awesome. It's just beautiful. Like the way the streets go up and down and the way they're like set up, it really is cool and really unique. And it, like I miss feeling like there's people around me all the time, because that's how it feels when you're, you know, that's how it feels when you're in cities in Florida. Like everywhere I go, there's like 50 people. But when I was in Alabama and Mississippi today, there was no one. It felt like I was like one of like the last people on earth, because there's just no one anywhere. But it's just beautiful. Got a Walgreens over there. I'm definitely gonna hit that in a bit and pick up some Red Bull, because I gotta drive 5 hours after this tonight. So I'm gonna explore the city for like an hour or two, and then I kinda wanna stay the night here, but I already booked a place in Texas, so that's where we're headed to after this. Got some more like gift shops. Bro, look like you have any seizure on God. Excuse me. Got people on horses right there. Man, it was kind of stressful to get into the city, but once you actually get into big cities like this and you park your car, you can actually start exploring, and it's a lot of fun. Get my flow right.
It's just like, you know what?
Like, I just miss like this sort of life to everything. There's life everywhere. It's sick, you know. You got some sick mural right here. does make me feel like I'm back in New York or someplace like that. Just the vibe and the you have culture everywhere you go. And in rural places, you don't have that. You don't get the culture. And it's just, everywhere I go, I feel like there's life and energy. There's some fountain over here. Interesting. I need to remember to take some pictures too, because my friends are all asking me like, take pictures and. Got my favorite place right there. Back when I used to be a nicotine addict. I'll go down that way because that looks sick. Once I get to the end here, I'm gonna go down these little pathways because. Makes me want to move here because there's so much culture, you know. Some dope ass jazz place right here. Some Jamaican type sound. Yep. Yes, sir. This man's having the time of his life. This sick ass cafe right here with everything, just a bunch of plants and stuff.
Catering. I don't know if it's one word.
A little doggy over there. Said love song. Yo, that's crazy. They got the little. I was saying they gotta put their business posters up everywhere. Nah, got the little. It's sick here, and I love like how I can kind of walk the streets and you can go like there's infinitely many directions I can go in around here, whereas when I was in Mobile earlier today, it wasn't like that at all. There wasn't like infinitely many directions I can go. There's a bunch of little apartments right here. And it's just giving off like good vibes. This whole city, like there's certain cities that they just give off a certain vibe. And from the moment I've got here, I've like feeling like this is just like everywhere around here. There's just culture, there's music, there's life, and there's inspiration. Whereas a lot of other places are just like the same boring, you know. People be on horses right now. A little nightly tour, I guess. Dude, from Texas, that's where I'm about to head to. I'm gonna miss this place. It's like really it's kind of humid like Florida, like the same exact vibe. And It's just. So we just keep going down this direction, and then we'll head back that way in a bit. We got Royal PX Pharmacy. Okay. A little soda thing up here. Like, I'm taking it in, I'm having a good time, but at the same time you gotta be cautious because I don't really know this city that well, and so you gotta be cautious about where you go and don't go. I feel like I'm gonna get to a certain point and I'm gonna be like, oh, I walked 3 hours. That's how I feel about the city. You just could walk forever and never end up in the same place. Houses right here. I'm kind of walking through some, and that's the thing that's really fascinating. There's just like normal houses, and then there's shops, just kind of like everywhere, and it's really cool. But yeah, that's a little bit of New Orleans and city. We have you could literally stand right here, and you're like in the middle of a whole square. And if you turn this way behind me, you have something. That way, there's like a whole way. Like, that's crazy, bro. This is really a beautiful city, and I think it's kind of, there's a lot of like parties and parades and stuff here, but when people talk about best cities, it's definitely not LA. This is my favorite city I've ever been to, just based off of culture and kind of how everything is, and it's just really sick. So
Not exactly. It's not gonna work out. Oh, she was sort of.
I'd love to live in one of these houses right here and just, you know, you just live here and you work here and you go to school here. It'd be fucking awesome.
They haven't even seen the merchandise yet.
You got people talking about I haven't fucking seen the merchandise yet. One of my friends, he was telling me about New York, and he said like, yeah, everyone thinks it's like the super loud and it's like, but he was explaining it as like a really quiet but like busy place, and that's kind of how I would explain this. This is like really, it's really nice, and you got like stuff, kind of all these houses along here, and everything looks sick. Gosh, man. Got you 5. Hey, you have a good day, man. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of, you know, giving a few dollars to somebody. Like some people will, like, you know, them fake motherfuckers that be posting that shit and trying to, oh, I gave so and so or I did this, but I don't really give a fuck about that. I just want to film like my experiences and share them with y'all, and you know, that's you got to give back to the culture and the community and people when you can. You know, I'm definitely kind of a broke motherfucker myself. You know, I work really hard, but you know, I'm just kind of broke college student, so you know, I try to give back when I can, but I'm not gonna make no big deal about that shit. It's $5, right? There's just kind of like culture everywhere you go, from just spray paint to different unique shops and unique buildings, and it's really, really sick everywhere you go. I'm like so winded. So this is New Orleans from kind of the more busy part of New Orleans. Kind of show y'all what basically this is from more of like a busy part of New Orleans. You got people everywhere, you got lights, you got everything you could ever need. You got loud noises, people having a good time.
vibes. Got motherfuckers in there. The NOLA motherfuckers in there. You got the parties, the vibes. You got some good jazz. Got a bit of everything in the world here. And I really wish I had this freaking. It's okay. We'll do the old-fashioned method. This is New Orleans, y'all, and I'm ending it from here because it's quiet. I can finally sleep. I'm ending it from New Orleans. Y'all make sure to go outside and touch grass because this is what some good grass looks like.
It's 8:15. This city is the best place I've ever visited in my entire life. There's people singing, dancing, smoking, drinking, partying, doing crazy shit, having the time of their lives, just being alive and free everywhere I go. And that's what life is about. And this city has touched me, and I will forever remember this city. I would love to get a job here and live in this city, or live in a city like this because there's just life everywhere. It's literally like where I live and where I work at the current moment. It's just the only culture we have is white people that work 9 to 5s and hate their life. That's the culture where I'm from. But here, everyone is just like me. They're just, trying to do some cool, trying to have a fun time and be happy and live their lives. And so yeah, I'm headed out. I'm gonna head to Texas now. We're headed to right outside of Houston, and then from right outside of Houston, we're gonna go to El Paso tomorrow. So I might spend the morning in Houston, kind of walk around, maybe record a vlog there, and then from there we're gonna go to El Paso, and I have a friend out there, and so I'm excited to spend some time with her, and it's time to go. I got 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours left in my journey to my place, so I'm not gonna be there till like 12:01, and I've been up since 6 this morning, and I got 4 or 5 hours last night of sleep, so it's about time.